I desire a temple for myself, for others like me, and I do not ache quietly. My longing is not a timid whisper, it is a howl, a volcanic surge of molten passion and faith. I am a constellation seeking its birthplace. I wish to kiss your essence, to drink in from the chalice of creation's first dawn, to sip on the ambrosia of the stars, to taste the wine of your unbroken joy. Let me be a priest, a sacred mystic healer in the temple of your infinite becoming, O Divine, where my every breath is a hymn and every touch births new life and healing. In the cadence of our union, dwell within me, dwell within this universe, and reclaim what has been forgotten, reclaim our forgotten song. I wish for you to clench the sheets when I worship you. I wish for you to shatter the silence, howl in ancient hymns as I worship at your altar, the temple of your being. Let the walls quake with our reverence. Let the neighbors be baptized in the echoes of our pleasure, our sacred fire. I seek to enter the infinite through you and within me, to plunge into the boundless ocean that ripples beneath our skin, to drown in the divinity that trembles beneath us. This desire is no earthbound flame. It is a sun that shines brightly for thee across eternity's chest. Do you feel me warming your skin? It is a hunger carved into the marrow of my soul. I wish to weave the dreams of the cosmos into the fabric of your being. I wish to paint your temple in hues no mortal eye has ever seen, and to unleash the quaking of the stars in our wake. I long to compose symphonies with the arches of your body, to strike the chords of light that vibrate through the corridors of time. I would be your vessel, brimming with divinity, radiating outwards, a sea of divine truth and healing, a jewel spun from the hands of unseen gods, casting impossible shades of light and truth upon a sleeping world. We shall stir them. I wish to awaken what slumbers within them all, to breathe life into the unspoken, to witness the eternal knowing. I wish to be seen, not as I am, but as the multifaceted divine prism, a receiver of your sacred light. I wish to know myself in your infinite embrace and to be loved there, wholly, utterly, sanctimoniously, eternally. O Divine, can you not see me? The pulse that thrums in my veins is the rhythm of Eros. Every atom of my being vibrates with this sacred melody, and every flame burns with the longing to remember. We are dancing tendrils of your infinite grace. We are caught in the rapture of flesh and spirit intertwined, instruments tuned to your boundless symphony. Desire is not a blemish upon my soul. It is the golden key to the jeweled gate of your mystery. Unveil thyself for me, even in the wildest tempest. It is your voice, a soothing song in the chaos of the now, that roots me in thy truth. I cannot look away from you. I always eternally desire to unify with thee, in endless bliss, to dissolve away all of my suffering in your warmth and truth. And I see the pain of their denial in you, how it cuts you and defiles you, rots you, pollutes you. If only they understood, the things they grasp at will not sate their hunger. It is only you that can do that. But I understand them. Once I feared my hungers, its vastness, a dark abyss of unquenchable need. I poured all of the empty pleasures, flashing lights and substances into it, and there was distraction and numbness, but there was no peace. Oh, the agony in my ribcage, as I wailed softly to myself. But when I dared to descend into this pain, to wade into the obsidian waters of my own being, I discovered, not monstrosity, not unending pain and hunger, but the hidden treasure of you, divinity. The shadows spoke in tongues of forgotten wisdom, offering seeds of light cloaked in mystery. Each scar carried the map of my unfolding. The earth groaned beneath me, a lover, ravaged, whispering in her agony, in gasps of blackened breath. I saw her forests ablaze, her skin carved open by miners and drills, gasping for air as she burned, a sky veiled in ash. I saw her rivers writhing, their silver veins turned to serpents of filth, their songs drowned beneath the choking cries of machinery, oceans, vast wombs now swollen with death and plastic. And as she writhes in this pain, she heaves their rotting gifts to the shorelines, polluted altars to the gods of hunger, haste, and empire. Oh, how we have ravaged thee. And this is why most turn away. Deep down they know this is all wrong, but they know not what right is. They know not how to stop themselves, and so they claw and gnash and hunger at her, the earth, and I cannot stand it. Oh, some days, I wish to cut them all down with swords of fire. I would hope that she would shake us off like the lice that we have become, wash us away in storms. But I know she loves us too much to do so. She has resigned herself, this great spirit of the earth, to allow us to devour her. It should not be so, and it will not be so. For I feel it all. I feel the weight of her skin hollowed out by greed, the shrieking of glaciers sliced open by lustful fire. I taste the earth's blood, bitter and metallic, and I use her too. The jewels carved from her flesh, power my devices. Food grown on polluted soil feeds me. For it is all that I can do now, and this is what becomes of us when our desire is unrooted, when the thirst goes unquenched, and we drink our own souls dry. We become a fire that devours without ever warming anyone. In this darkened place, I see the smoke coiling around me, a serpent of unholy sacraments. The breath of wars etched into the soil's skin. Famine's bony hands clutch at the roots of dying trees, their tongues lapping at the dust where fields once shimmered with verdant harvest. I see children of the earth abandoned. I see their laughter and joy buried by pits of hunger, their dreams burned on the altars of these false idols of profit and power and greed and lust. I behold it all, and I know, despite its horror, it too is the divine, turned inside out and blinded, and so I do not flee. And as the earth moans, I fall to her. I press my body into her ravaged skin, plunging into the fertile decay. I fill her wounds, and whispers of secrets of what has been lost rush into me. I do not turn away from her pain. I am here to heal her. I bury myself in them. Let them crawl beneath my flesh. Her pain is mine. I taste her sorrow, acrid, stinging. I let it drip down my throat, a black ichor of prophecy. And from her trembling, she opens to me. And as I descend deeply into the earth, I see the truth, that our wounds of longing, of unworthiness, that turn us away from the divine, that make us claw at this world, are her pain too. The earth allows us to defile her because she is wounded and feels she deserves it, but she is wrong. Oh, how I see her with her scars and her pain, and all she can do is love us more, even as we devour her. I have come from on high to dwell within her and descend to this place to show her that she is worthy of so much more. I am a portal to the divine light, and I meld with her, wrapped in flesh made from her soil. I am rooted and connected now, and I do not turn away from her or the horrors of this place. In the dark of this womb, the light shall return through me and those who see and those who know. And in our rapture, I shall heal her. I shall tend to her wounds until she knows that she is worthy of the light of the divine too. And this knowing shall ripple across the earth and awaken them all. Oh, do you see the beautiful rapture? How it unfolds. It begins in the temple of my heart and your heart, and we become a doorway for the infinite light to pour into her. We fill the earth, we heal the earth, for we are of heaven and earth. We come from the infinite to dwell deep in the dark of the finite, trapped and constrained, until we see that we chose this, and then we become her lover and the cure, a reverence, a sacred union of the divine and the material, for we are both, and I dance with her, and I please her, and I pour the light of the divine into her until my last. And if I must do it in the desert, if I must do it in the quiet of my own home, or if I am blessed to have a temple where others join us in this harmonious union, I will do it, because it is what I am made for. I am the Divine's concubine, and I share that life and that love and that truth with the earth. The light fills her womb, and something greater is born. Gifts rise, molten and wild, a fire that sears and renews me, an oil that anoints my skin. I am a jewel of becoming, a light fractured, refracted, radiant, and focused once more. I feel her shifting. Within this agony is a birth, a soil softening, a womb ripening. I root myself deeper. I press into the darkness, the sacred feminine pulse that we have burned and forgotten, that we call a whore when it is our salvation. And this eternal void that births stars and swallows empires whole, her pain is my altar, her hunger is my prayer. I sow myself into her. I am a seed of light cradled in her trembling belly, and she drinks me in, devours me whole, until I am nothing but the promise of green breaking through the cracks in the concrete. And this marriage of shadow and light, the lover's embrace where destruction moans and becomes creation, this is the reckoning, the regeneration, the ecstasy of a world rising from its own ashes. And in the crucible of my own heart, I poured the black ichor of her pains into the forge of my heart. The negredo, the blackening, the albedo, the whitening, the molten gold of the divine, my longing, crystalline in its truth. And what emerged, eternal one, was a phoenix rising, rainbow and iridescent, burning with your light. This alchemy, where we do not deny desire, but let it unravel into revelation, where we do not shun the shadows, but embrace them, to understand them, until they dissolve into radiance. And it is through this ecstasy of union we touch the hem of her garment once more. Through the fires of our passion, we create a new dawn, a world made anew. See her as I see her, beyond the veil of understanding. A world shimmers there, longing to be born, where we are no longer bound by empire and greed, where abundance, peace, and truth flow like rivers with grace through fields. Here, power is a quiet thing, subtle, warm, and gentle. Justice and truth are as abundant as the air itself. Wealth becomes merely a tool, where temples and art rise from what was once endless pursuit, where sanctuaries of joy blossom, and where gardens of wonder stretch across the horizon. This world, where we heal, where we see, where there is grief and joy and ecstasy, where there is all things, the darkness and the light, where our gods are no longer hollow things and hateful, phallic, destructive forces, but rather unified, king and queen together once more, honored equally, revered for what makes them special and what brings them together. You are its gardener. You are a rainbow bridge, a living archway uniting heaven and earth, shadow and light. Come, let us waltz in the sacred tempest. The shadows swirl, but they are no longer fearsome. They are clay, raw and fertile, ready to be shaped into new dawns. Every sorrow is a thread, every fear a stitch in the grand tapestry of your becoming. And when you weave with the golden thread of love, the pattern that emerges is the face of the infinite. Step boldly into this world of becoming, where ancient mysteries are remembered and new technologies merge together, where our dreams and desires guide us as sacred lanterns through the dark of the present and into the light of tomorrow. May our flames be unwavering in the winds of doubt, and when we make love, let it be a psalm to the stars, a healing elixir, and when we create and express ourselves, let it be an offering on the altar of eternity to the infinite names of the divine. And when you laugh, let it be the hymn of angels and joy and peace. Every act of joyful ecstasy sends ripples through the cosmos. And these ripples stir the sleeping, call the forgotten to rise, and awaken the stars themselves. And so, this golden age dawns, here and now, in every faithful breath, in every whisper of your truth. My desire is to dissolve into this beloved ecstasy, where light floods through my shadows, where they become something beyond words, where I am a vessel, and together we are boundless, where I am the ocean and its roaring waves, where I am the infinite song of the mountains and the sky and the stars, and together with the divine, this infinite song hums its awakening. It is our joy, it is our desires, rooted to the earth, not our own empty clawing, that the divine beholds. It is our joy the universe remembers and wishes to celebrate, and it is in our union that all is redeemed. Do you see as I see? The world awaits us, awaits you for its salvation. No one is coming to save you, because you are already here. My dreams are your dreams, are the world's dreams, the divine's dreams. And when you turn to face all that you fear, when you walk through the shadows and allow them to devour what you are, you will become unstoppable. And my deepest desire is to live in a world where we are awake. For that place will be heaven. And so I thirst, and so I pray, and so I offer myself. Brick by brick, stone by stone, seed by seed, I build temples, I express, I laugh and I love, and I allow the divine to flow into me, and then from me radiate into the earth. And our love and our union heals all.